Hey everybody out there, my name is Tommy. This is my channel, Counting on the Big Sleep. And this is vlog number 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't know anymore. But today, let's see, today is Tuesday, the 29th? July, yeah, that's right. And today's been a pretty good, productive day. A decent day. I got a hold of, I filled out the paperwork for the IRS for a repayment plan. So hopefully, that'll go through, So it's kind of a pain in the ass. You got to have all the information. That's the key. You got to have all the information. You got to have, the letters, your ID numbers, your social security number. You got to have, all that stuff. And then you fill out, the paperwork. It didn't tell me how much my payment plan would be, but I did explain to him that I am unemployed right now, so hopefully it won't be too much, and hopefully I'll be getting a job here pretty soon. Hopefully. Also made an appointment with the dentist. Gotta have some work done on my teeth. There's no doubt about it. I'm in some pain. But I had to go to like a different type of dentist. I don't know, one that'll work with like a sliding scale. Work with my income. Hopefully, some of the stuff they said could be free and stuff. So I got to go in there tomorrow. Fill out some paperwork and stuff for that. And let's see. I gotta go. My son told me about a job. Working at AutoZone. So I gotta go down there. It's not too far from my house. I'm gonna go down there, fill out the paperwork, fill out an application. He knows the manager. I hate asking my son for help, I really don't. I really don't want to ask anyone for help. I'd rather just do it myself. And, But, yeah, today's not been too bad. It's been a decent, productive day. Like I said, I got some things done. I'm sitting at the woods right now, just chilling. Got to get out of the house. If I stay in the house too much, then I get really depressed and stuff. And don't need to compound my problems with being depressed. So I had to get out and get a little bit back into nature. I got 2 more days before my rent is due, so I'll probably have to call her, on the 1st, and see if I can't work out something with her, my landlord, until I get a job. Hopefully she'll give me a little time to get everything back together, get everything going again. Should be, hopefully. So today wasn't too bad of a day, But yeah, I can't stay cooped up in the house like that all the time. It'll just make you even more depressed. The more you stay in the house, the more you don't want to leave your house. And the more you don't leave your house, the more depressed and more anxious you're going to become about the future and, moving forward with your life. So not too bad of a day. Not too bad, Not much happening, really, in the news, what's this? Yeah, not too much happening in the news. I did hear, Trump signed a deal with the EU. Everyone's actually, pretty happy about that, And I'm glad. Hey, man, I don't want to see the guy fail either. I'm not his biggest fan, but I don't want to see him fail. I don't want to see America fail, So hopefully, things will go better. Hopefully they'll start creating more jobs and stuff. And hopefully everything will go back to the way it was, or, at least get better. Better than it is today. That's for sure. And, you got to remember, just because you work your whole life, doesn't give you any kind of special rights to retire, in comfort. It doesn't, It doesn't, yeah. The rug can be pulled out under you, anytime. So, so try and save your money, try, work hard, save your money, and try to be prepared for tough times, because tough times always come. Tough times come, tough times go. The key is to keep on going, to keep on surviving and moving forward with your life, no matter how old you are. So not too bad, not too bad of a day. It's nice, it's warm outside. It's like, man, it's fucking hot out here. It is fucking hot. But I'm actually at the woods, sitting more under a tree where we got some shade at least. Yeah. Hopefully hopefully jobs will start to increase very soon. A lot of people say that the economy is good. Seems like the people at the top are the ones getting the benefits. If you have money, you'll be okay. If you're up in that top 10% or 15-20%. But hopefully, I know I say hopefully a lot because I am hopeful things will get better. But yeah, I don't want to see America fail. No, I like America. Well, I love America. I like this country is really good. It does have its problems, but it's our country, and we need to take care of it. Do the best we can. We need to be conscious of who we elect into office and everything. Like I said, a lot of people thought Trump was going to fail and crash the economy, but the economy hasn't crashed. And he has done some good things. But yeah, hopefully, always full of hope. That's what you got to be. But yeah, just working on the channel today. Don't know where really to post. I've been posting, trying to post some satire videos on this channel. Also do some vlogs. Get to know my audience. See where people at. You tell, if you how you feel about the economy and everything. Chime in. Leave a comment below and stuff, and see. How has your experience been this year? Mine started off rough by losing my job and everything, but you gotta try and roll with the punches. You gotta keep trying to move forward, and that's the key. Don't stay in the house all the time. You gotta get out and get some fresh air. So like I said, I'll go to the dentist tomorrow. See what they can do. I gotta fill out some paperwork for them. I always hate being without a job. I haven't been without a job in probably 8-9 years. And then I think before that it was really not too long of a period. But there was a period where over 20 years ago, because my son's 25. So 20 years ago, I was out of a job for a while, and I had to apply for like food stamps and stuff like that, and health care and everything. And that could be a pain in the ass. It could be a pain in the ass. I would rather work 40-50 hours a week and pay into my health care, and because it's a little bit better. You'll get a little bit better health care, a little bit of, I had dental insurance and everything. I had dental insurance for over 8 years on my job, and I never used it. So if if you got insurance while you're working, definitely use it. I wouldn't be in this position with my teeth if I had actually used my dental insurance to take care of these problems when I was working. So that was kind of a big kick in the ass. I was like, crap, man. Especially because my teeth are hurting and stuff. But yeah, not to have dental insurance and stuff. Yeah, I should have used it. Should have used it when I had it. Lesson learned. Next job I get, I'll definitely sign up for my health care and my dental insurance again, and I will definitely be using it. More than I can actually say. I'll probably use it. Try to anyway. Hopefully don't fall into the same old patterns of just putting things off. But yeah, today's been a nice day. It's not bad out here. You got some birds out here in the front, stuff. Squirrels running around. People walking around. People living still. You know, everybody's still going on. You know, hopefully. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say, hey, you know, I'm still here, still alive. You know, still have a lot of problems, and I'm trying to fix them. You know, doing the best that I can right now. 58, so. But yeah, that's all I really got to say so far. You know, the economy hasn't crashed. I'm trying to pull my shit together, trying to do the best I can. You know, hopefully the landlord will work with me. You know, dentist will work with me and everything. You know, hopefully, and hopefully the IRS will, you know, make my payments kind of low because I can't really afford much. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting for an email back from them. Yeah, that's about it really. Nice day, you know, getting out of the house, trying to stay positive, trying to stay hopeful, you know, and that's all we can ask for. Just trying to stay, you know, alive, hopeful, and you know, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you got to keep getting back up. You got to give it a try. You just have to keep trying, you know. So, if there's any types of videos that you like to post, or you think I should be posting, anything you want me to talk about, you know, leave a comment down there, you know, leave a comment, you know, say, hey, what's up, goodbye, you know, screw you, whatever, whatever, you know. But that's all I got for today. I think the next video I'll try and make some faceless videos, maybe some satire videos, use some AI imagery, see what I can come up with, you know, what I can make fun of, or, you know, try to make other people laugh or make myself laugh. Alright, everybody. I will talk to you guys later.